Okay, so we're doing another episode of this. I've tried to mess around with some stuff with my microphone. However, I'm not sure how well it's going to end up working. Because, well, it's new stuff I'm trying. I've tried noise suppression and noise gate to try and get rid of the clicking noises, as I'm pointed out. But I'm worried that my voice isn't loud enough to. So that my voice might cut out instead. So, sorry if my voice is a bit awkward on this video because of the stuff I've changed. So, someone also said they also said that they kind of struggled to hear the game audio as well. So, yeah, hopefully that's good. If it's not good, I'll figure out later on. So if my voice is being covered up by the music now and the noises, then I'm sorry. Anyway, so ideally I want to get somewhere down to Maths and Logic, but there are some slow ones in between. So we'll just see how far I get in the time I have. I'm doing all of these in the same one, just because this is a very interesting one. So I want kind of to get down to it. And these ones shouldn't be too bad for the most part, I don't think. Depends on how well they roll. Some of them might be slightly awkward. So let's just start. Okay. First we have same charges. So we have to set this many charges, and they explode in each of the orthogonal and diagonal directions and move until they hit one of these blue ones. I'm explaining like this because I kind of know how this one works. And we had to figure out how to place this many in here to get rid of all of these circles. They can't go through any, of course. So we just had to figure that out from here. So this is almost asking for one to be put in between there. Let's see if we can get rid of some other ones. Get some other ones done first. That there. Get that. Get that, and we get that, and get these two for free. If we get that, we put one there. Get these two and that one. Oh, we actually get that one as well. That and this. I don't think we actually need all of them. Hopefully, I haven't figured that wrong. Because that would be a funny strike to get right at the start. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you don't actually have to use all of them. That's just like the solution it came up with. Used 5, but I found one with 4, basically. Okay. So I have this. Alternate between two colours. Obviously, transition between them. Border might be larger when switching to the first colour. It could be blue, blue, yellow, green. Red, green. Yellow, 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 blue. Red, blue. Green. Green. Red. Blue. Yellow. Red, green, yellow, blue. So it will appear. Out of 16 possible pairs of colours, it will appear on the module. Then use pair A. Figure out what pair we don't have. GR don't have. Yeah. Possible pairs. Yeah, 4 times. So I think GR's all we're missing. This is A. And then one pair of colours we use for 2 buttons. I saw that already. YR. For each pair, X1 is the first colour, X2 is the second. Put A1 and B1 into the table to obtain a new colour. A1 and B1, green, yellow. Blue. We say for A2 and B2. You now have a new pair of colours. There's one with this colour pair of the module. Okay. The Q, you press the Q, and on the module, an image will be displayed. Determine what letter or letter to image and enter into your keyboard. So T equals T. The subject for Q. So this is of course a 1-letter module. It's actually I think meant to be in protest of them, but it's still quite a funny 1-letter mod in the end. So okay, so here we have a Q. Ironically, we get Q on Q. A jumbled button. So this is like what we did ages ago, directing buttons. The 2 of the buttons have been swapped, meaning 2 of the buttons have been swapped for an intended path. Great. So we first have to swap the 2 that was the path to be wrong, and then press the button that is the starting point of the path. So wouldn't be surprised if this is very similar to the method I ended up using in that one. We have orange, which means up. Line means moving to the right. Cyan means moving down. Enter or pink means moving left. We have to figure out where an issue occurs to see how we can fix it. So we hit a loop here. Get there. Left, 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 down, right, down. That. Because we then that we go up. We technically do have a path. We don't hit that one. But this is something to do with this is where the problem happens. I guess we could swap a right and a left here. So if we can, if we swap that left and right, we then get right, up, left, 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 down, right, right, down, left, left, up. So we can start from here. And this is the last point, so it doesn't matter what that is. I'm going to say it's those two. Okay. Didn't count that. I'll probably miss it. Take a grid so every square to be exactly one move. Oh, wait. That's right. Always everything got time is something. Yes. So I'm annoyed that I didn't get to do spider one emoji, but that's been seemingly the only interesting one here, but I don't know if that's the one we're going to end up doing either. Okay, so let's mark this down correctly this time. Orange means moving up. Don't know why I made that noise. Orange means moving. Five means down. Pink means moving. But there's a problem here. There's a problem there as well. So is it just one of these problems? Left down. So we still get a problem there. So we soften that. Up, right, down, down. Oh. No, that doesn't. Additive idea. That. Right, down. That could be. Okay. Got it eventually. Elephant. This is the other module I mentioned quite a while ago now. When I did what are they called? Backdoor keypad, New World, and the other one called. So why can I know the other one? Where's the other one for that? The other one that changes. And what the other one is. Seven Steps. This is the other one of those. What if you a literal white elephant with crest? Go through present. Take segment of the first. Taking a segment. 8, 9. 3, 9, 3. Oh. Append each segment in reading order. Left to right. This is the rule C page using the first provided, having the present to give. Then we present to give. B batteries is yes. A battery. I don't think that's actually a thing that can happen. If the number of D batteries even. I guess with extra extra stuff, then the multiple widgets, I think it's called. If the number of D batteries is even, number of D batteries odd, number of battery holders just the sum. D is green. Whenever the person will magnify the name tag, the name and ID number, each ID. Then rule C. We one person with question marks as an ID number. Their ID number is the first rule seed. Kimberly 6566 33 566 3353 all 516 361 4 2. Second and third These are the two visible ID numbers. Visit the three rule-seeded pages using the first, third rule seeds provided to find person one of the three manuals. So this one, Emily Donna, no. Andrew. Double check. Editing Joshua. Okay, so we remember the three segments. First rules. The segment that corresponds to the present same color as yours. Is the segment that corresponds to the present of the same color as yours? That was the first one. The middle one was grey. Present with three colors will appear. Rule seed. This step is from at present in stage 1. The top row represents the leftmost receiver. Middle row central from rightmost. The position of the correct receiver is the position of the correct receiver in the manual they were found in. Use the specified row. So each row was entered wrong. Or is it 4? It says procedure for this step is a read. check my approach things plain one. Oh, it's just a position on the top bit. Yeah. Six 5 2 battery hold. It's another port place easy. I do got the same name tag. David. Do this. Joshua. 2786. 27. 2786. 2786. 883. 2. Do the thing I normally do. I'm looking at the microphone thing, and I'm sorry if my voice has been randomly cutting out at certain points. So, we would have Matthew. Linda, Jessica, Linda. this middle. Okay. Okay. I think they can make the plot. Not, I was going to try and do the plot noise, but I can't do the plot. So, okay. Take all the present indicators. Let's go order. Take the first indicator. There's a newspaper 1. FRQ. Use the column in reading order. First column specified even number of ports. Even number of ports, no. Odd number of batteries, yes. So Kufra. Interesting names here. So first create a string based on the alphabet. The following operations to string if their restricted condition is satisfied. The product of the number of batteries, and there were ports 3. Batteries, ports, products to OGS, reverse string. Some of the digits. Some of the digits in the serial number is prime. 6 is always 10, 40, 21 now. There are more batteries than letters in the number. Batteries than letters in the number. Yes. Cut the string in half. Place the second half in front of the first half. The number contains at least one character from word teardrop. Hit the TRY out and place right at the end of the string. Put the number of modules odd. Hit the letter position of the first digit serial number. Put the letter in the position of the first digit of the serial number 4. Place it at the end. Yes, you would have mattered. And then this didn't apply. Then based on this new string, place the original alphabet string above it. Write each letter of the text in one word to decrypt it. Write each letter of the text by from the top row to the bottom row. So W A U O N F L I C. Conflict. Convert each letter of the name of the person crying to numbers based on their position in the alphabet. 11, yeah, 8, 21, 6, 18, 11, 8, 21, 6, 8, 1, yeah. Add all the numbers from both the name and the encrypted word. Pretend there's something. 2, 15, 6, 12, 2 CONFLICT I think. That one. Yeah, just Encoloryption. Had to translate all of these to figure out what we do. E L A B E S plates R E B E E B E plates from Roof 7. Five. Line range 1 to 20. I just either this is exactly what you want to have it. It'll be a pain because I figured that one of these words is sunflower. That's gonna be a lot to translate. Sunflower. Not the this way. Yeah, but at least that's right. Now we have to find countries that have those codes and then see how many regions we end up with. What do you do with the rows? Those rows have the letters in the left emoji. F L W E R. Yum. Now we have to check each of these to see if that code exists. S S U. That stays a dot. M. Submarine. U. Here. I need that. So U. We know UM is U. U. No. U doesn't exist. Y. Yeah. NY. NU. NU and then NM. Not NN. FY, no. FU, not. Yes. L. Y. Okay, so LY exists. U exists, Luxembourg. Like Libya. LM. O. It's just OM. You have W. 32 as well. Think of Wallace and Fortuna. Oh, American Samoa or something. So that is F. Don't have either of those. E. E. Y. U. This is for the EU. E. M. R. I actually don't have Y. U. It's we need to count how many regions we have now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Origin determines how much you produce. The screen 10 digit is the left, digit is the right. So hopefully it's 12, so. Okay. There's quite a lot of. It's actually a surprisingly high amount of regions for that. Okay. Then the number of sips. Meaning sips and slurps. So less than 550, no. This one. At the amount of cholesterol. At the amount of cholesterol, 3. Sodium, 45 together. And divide this number by 10. That is going to be 48. Divide by 10, 4 by 8. Run down if necessary. Then the rightmost digit is the number, what is a sip? Sip 4. Subtract the amount of fat, protein. Subtract the amount of fat from the amount of protein. 40 minus 8, which is 6. Look, this many times. Okay. We got through all of them. So next we're going to be looking at interesting one, to say the least. Okay. This one is definitely interesting. I probably won't be speaking so much in it, just so it can sort of speak for itself. We have REPSEQ. I don't know how anyone can click that fast. Also, you might notice that the things might change after this one. Or if you can actually hear what I was saying earlier. Yeah, that was that mod. There's some stuff that I didn't get to explain it mainly because I worried that you wouldn't be able to hear me. One thing is the Never Strike, and we saw basically all of these. Basic flashing, the extra flashes, and the movement, trigger timings. I don't know what that means. Would rotate resistant 45s. I think it's like the carbon flash. By sequence 7. And then flash is also rating the buttons. Another repeat. Now sequence 3, nothing usual could occur. So this is actually the order. So it goes back to just basic flashing after that. I've seen. Then it went back to 3. Buttons will rotate more times. Let's consider timing 3 because attention don't get lost. I don't know if it just stays at the last one at the end. Okay. Next we have Morse. The idea of this is simple. Modular alphabet where each letter is actually to do with a new Morse arrangement. Arrangements are not limited to the original Morse code arrangement. And we had to figure out what each of them mean. Like what each letter means. We basically need to make our own dictionary. What each one is. The Actually, we can already figure one out here. B here has to be that. And then L-O and Y could be dot dash dash dot dash 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 or dot. We'll display a new word for the Morse code because we're to use the new arrangements that correlate to each letter into the Morse code, where you do not need to swallow letters. Positions. So effectively, we have to figure out what everything is. So we now have an idea of what L, O, and Y can be. Royal. This is actually useful because we just see which one is repeated here. O. That was B. There's O. Oh, there's L and O here. So we can get what Y is out of all of these. That one's appeared again. That one's appeared again. The Y was just dot. We know LO is that, and R. Actually, there's R and I possibilities. Usually there's these clubs. The B we already know. This and L we're actually looking for. So B we already have, which is that one, and then that must mean B was that one. Not B, L was that one. The O is that one. I can learn what the positives C, U, and S and B dash dash dot dash or dash dot or dash even files. We already know what. Okay, we can figure out which one I is here. I is dot 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 dot, leaving R to be. Then we go to get S out of this. You already have. Don't have F. You've got I. Got L. You don't have E. Look for S. We can get S here. S is wherever with these is, so that one. S is. F is whatever doesn't appear in either of those lists. So F, things we haven't already done. And that we haven't done. This we haven't. Motor. That doesn't really help, I don't think. Actually, it gives us what M and T are. And we can double check O. Yeah. Okay. M and T are one of these. Delay. That can give us E. E is that one. F is that one. We get any more this. But we still need probably make a list of what sort of boards are done, so I don't have to keep on flicking back and forwards. We already have A. We already have B, E, F. E, F, I, L, O. R, S, and Y. Okay. So that's what we have left. So we still need D. We have E. Have L. We don't have A. We already have Y. The DA is what we don't have. We haven't noted down here. That one. We haven't had dot dash. You can get A out of that. Over that again, we already know what S was. We need to know what A was. We need to know what N is. We need to know what D is. Okay, so we can figure out N with that because it could be the one that doesn't appear there. That doesn't match up with the 1.4. We have that one, Well, that's at least a good sign. The one that's duplicated is S. Double check S. So N dash dot. Macho. Actually, that's a pretty good one. You need H and O. Oh, which we already know. And we can actually get MA and C here as well. So, and then it's going to leave the rest next to them. It's going to be dash dot dash. He's going to be that. A. That then. Use that. C. Dashes. U. There we got did C U M T D A, and we can also get H here. Senior. The dash. We're getting close to letters that rarely appear anyway. So basic. We do need G. The G is why we haven't appeared yet. Those are the I's. That is already done that. That's the C. N. That one. So it's the opposite of H. So. And then basically the rest of it is just be looking for these letters. Yeah. But P might come up soon enough. Pinar, Pride. Well, there we go. Well, just again something we haven't seen yet. Dash dash dot. Seen yet? Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. Oh. Lumps. There we go. Get P there. Dash 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 dot dot. Seen yet? Ghosts. Vodka. Probably there's two there. So possibilities of being K. We had just 2 dots yet. I don't think we've actually had 2 dots yet. Oh, it's a possibility. Dash dot dot dot. Dash, I think, is ability to do. Over audio name moved. There we have B. B is going to be V is one was we here. V is that one. That means A. This one. JWX or Z. W. Okay. It'll be dash dot or dash dash. The Z, I missed the J though. That's gonna be. I think that. Had that yet? X. There we go. I think that's. And then we just look for whatever J ends up being. Is this one. Dial S T Y L E week. Okay, I think confident enough with that. Within this mid-band distribution phase, we'll display a new word with the Morse code will be empty. In new arrangements that correlate to each letter in Morse code, the word will display. Woven. W is O. Robot. Okay. Okay, so that was that one. This is what we ended up with. This is technically a solvable, but is just a module that solves that, so you can like do a bomb that has some needies on it. So I guess you could simulate a separate series I could do. But really open this. At some point I do want to do the needies. Is the Bovie module for it. So why not let's get started on that one by doing the 3 vanillas for about 5 minutes. These two are simple. Discharge to capacitor. Press yes when it says the gas. This is the hardest one. At the need time. He took a screenshot. This in second. I don't know if that's the time it takes to activate or when it activates. So let's try 1. If that doesn't work, then go the other way. Okay, there we go. These are some chill ones too, at least. Relative to up. Yes. That's that's still left. Yes, twin gas.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Yes, we can. Really hope I get the volume right after REPSEQ there. Nice right result. Yes, we can.
All personnel, please evacuate to your nearest lot and report to your supervisor.
Good. Yeah. I don't think I would call that series, but at least we've made a sort of start on it now. That's an idea of what it would look like as well. Okay. As I mentioned before, I did have to mess around with the microphone settings last time, so sorry if my voice doesn't sound great in this one. Okay, so this is one that's possibly going to be a slight roadblock. So all the buttons to press don't submit until you have all the buttons pressed. It's the correct answer. We need to arrange these in a way so all 12 push down is the answer. I think it's inspired by some people getting ones that are very close to being all 12. I think I once watched Caleb do one which ended up having 11, which had to be pushed down. So for this, we just have to basically rearrange these so it works. So DJ, so do an up down, then left right, and then above below. They can have GJ next to it. Yeah, I feel like I'm more going to just mess around with it until it works. G and have Y below it. Y. E above and below it. E to left of it. Of H. H. Normally L is above it. So do we have S there? Let's just look at the menu. You can go there. I've got to find to pick this out immediately. These should be there. N. Be left and right V. L. Be left and right G. Z could be above or below L. Don't have left and right N, which we can't move either. Would be above below B. L is still fine because of that. B. Okay, that's going to be a slight problem. B has to be left and right. I, A, L, R, E. So can J be anywhere? Yes, it can. We can redirect to B instead. Actually, I have it there. A left right G, G left right A. Z is above V. L is to the right of Z. S is over. S is is that right? Left to right. A B. We moved that way, but it doesn't actually work. So we know this side works and this. We shuffle these around. We're gonna have to figure something else out there. Okay, maybe that. A has B. That. A. E. There. H. There. That. Okay, S. S is above Y. Or vertically adjacent to Y. Z. It is vertically adjacent to V. L. Is L wrong now? Z. So L is now not right. We're gonna have to go start from the start again. We work from this. Y vertically B, B and B, C, Z, B, C. I really want to keep these all in the same place. These are fine. Middle. J, can be C, N, L, Z, H, E. They have it. Left and right. Y, E, take me left. Take me left. Up. This is so. Start from AG, go from there. So maybe the wait, the the J. Okay. Let me. Maybe we have that. A. B. We have like L. We have right. L. We have left right. H. We have B. Left right. A. E. We have Z. J. We have above below H. B. We left right N. N. We have left right S. S. We have above below Z. Y. We have right S. Okay. It may be 1 minute. Thing to add to. But I assume there's more than one solution to the assumption. Anyway. Can I make my way down to that's possibly. It's how hard Cryptid is actually. Mathemetallics. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to do Mathemetallics, Labyrinth Madness, and Puppet. Puppet is a pseudo need. Yeah, if you know Puppet from FNAF, it's basically just that. Just the idea by X and made by Lagoon and X is made between play. I mean, you know that. To try and do that, I was doing Mathemetallics basically. So I need to remember quickly how to solve this. I'm actually going to my because had a formula funny. So yeah, need a plus a squared plus 4. This is just to get the actual base value is. Basically, it's the solution to this, and when you figure out, you get that this number is that, and then rho is that number. Let's actually just call that P. P to K as well, depending on what symbol we're getting. Okay. You might recognize it now. You also recognize these faces from Flowchart Madness. He's actually made by the same person. It's much easier than Flowchart Madness. So we're doing addition. That symbol. We go for the iron ratio. That. We're doing two. I think these symbols we get 2, 3. It'll be going back and forwards from this and thing below us. 4. So point. Yes, you can get decimals in this. It's sort of a decimal base sort of thing. Two, 0, 4, 5. Zero. Excellent. This is positive powers, and this is negative powers. Adding them. A, which is to be of 0, 2, 3, 4. Just so doing that so I can read off the yeah 2 P 4 3 P third plus no piece to the second plus 1 P 4 pieces to the first plus 3 P's to the minus 1. Two P's to the 2 2 P to the 3. P 2 yeah, they just landed on my leg. There's no second pack. 4 of them. 5 to the first. 2 none to the 0. 4 5 6. A plus B. Now we have to figure out what A plus B is equal to. You might have seen there's condensed on there. You can actually add them together normally, but I don't trust myself to do that, so I do it this way. Let's make that C. C minus. Figure out what we'll do from here. C. C. Get P to 4. So how many of these take away? 4. P to the third. There's some discrepancy. I'm just getting to the point where there's negligible difference between the two. 1, 2, 4 plus second. Repeat the second. 3, 5. First. 2 of those. Plus. Well, we're not going to get any these to the 0. The we're not getting any of them. 2. Minus 1 is not negligible yet. 2, 8, 7, so 4. 7. Oh, you can't go above 7. The 7 thingy. 7 power. No, we can't go. Oh, 7, so that's a go up to. 7, we go 4. E to the I don't know if that's going to be the actual. So, right. Different seconds version. This many decimal places to hide. But thanks. Okay, what? And then this one is much easier because you can't strike on this one. There are 3 different Eldritch Sludges. Here's the purple one, which untouchable just moves normally. This one moves quickly, and this one you can see infinitely far, basically. And there's also these like smiley faces. Make out. These help you figure out which way they're gonna go. Which way he's gonna go, yeah. But you don't actually do that, you can just feel your way around, and they intended that. Assuming this now, you have to wind it back to the done. Is it elephant? So I did show it off though. So quickly. Just so we can get it solved. Put it off enough. But... There we go. I need to mention that one because you don't have enough modules and it can't be solved, so I need to mention that just to say, or when everything is solved. Okay, so next we have. I'm just messing around with the noise here, so sorry if it's been messing this video. Okay. Preferably I want to get up to passing the logic, so just so I'm not like faffing around with other stuff before it. But Cryptid, I don't know how difficult it is. I was going to do chipping triangles by itself because it's another one that plays music. You remember Chip that we did a while ago? It's basically that, but with a bit more of a solving process. So we can keep this one down a bit, just as it might affect it, but hopefully you can still vaguely hear it. So the color of the plate is teal, and we had to find this configuration, these two configurations in the grid. Okay, so need to find both of those, but with one symbol change, one color changed, and note down those the color it's meant to be and the color it became. I think in the pale teal one. Okay, so you can see part of it. We have this, that. Yeah, okay. But that one's changed. Red goes to yellow. Other side. Okay, that one. Yeah. Red changed to yellow as well. Yeah, there's also a red change to a yellow. So, arrangement of the colours can be found. Colours of each side that neither of the false chip nor its corresponding colour from the grid here we found to be eaten. So both of these, so it's double blue then. The core around each chip if there's exactly 3 of its colour side of the plate. So all chips with type of flavour. There's no chips with the side flavour. So on the side of the plate, all with the false chip on that side. So this one doesn't have any value. So all but the false chip, which on right one. That's why I get for clicking too quickly, I guess. I think I actually clicked one that was on the other side. That was just because I clicked too quickly and hit one that was on. I think I hit one that was on the other side, which wasn't correct, basically. Ducks, Cryptid. Yep. I'll put all of them on here and then see how far I get. The tissue box. Different triangles. Ducks. Too hard. Quack quack. We need to find this configuration clockwise. There should be 4 of them in the grid each time. Then figure out what safe direction to walk in is. We have questions in the room, so you have to figure out where it is just to make sure of that. We need yellow, blue, red. Yellow, red, green. Yellow, blue, green. Yellow, blue, red, green. Yellow, blue, red, green. So we need to figure out a safe direction to go in. That would be G. That basically doesn't take us into a wall for any of these. That goes us to yellow, blue, red, green. So pressing green is a yellow, red, no. Yellow, green, no. It's one of these two. So we're still on one of these. Green again. We'd make it back. So we need to figure out which orientation this is in now. So another safe direction for both of these. Blue. Blue takes us to yellow, red, blue, green. Yellow, red, green. That doesn't do. So it was the correct orientation. Hope you could hear the nice little squeaky noise of the ducks there, but sorry if you can. Hope you could hear them. Like I said, I'm struggling with this figuring out. So sorry if the audio is meh on this one. We can't hear some parts and there's some bits that are messy. I can only apologise. And F. Less than J, Z, M, E, B, L, question mark. This is a generation. The bottom module is called selector. We change the current coordinate via the arrows above below. Set a number. Goes below was squares coloured, or they're coloured, you can see which rules are satisfied. O means rule satisfied, X doesn't. And X is black. But it's black, you can. No rule is superfluous. I mean, I guess that means no rule is useless, basically. It would distinctly point towards a correct read. So I guess we had to find some regions here. A4. Columns are labelled A to L. Each base now column is labelled 1 to 9 for the bottom. So A4. A4 satisfies green and blue. A6 satisfies just green. A7 satisfies green, blue. As does A8. A9. Just G. So that's interesting. A4, A6, A7, and A8 are all purple. So that could be blue rule. Green is true for all of them. All of these have in common. 4, 6. We could actually be on 2 different ones. Lives in swamp or something. Or these not within one space. Could be not within their territory. Or any. Let's try something else. Red column. Okay, so green is so forest. Okay, yeah, that confirms that one, I think. Red, orange, green. So we can test one of the theories I have. It's not within a certain amount of there. Okay, so that went correct. We got to hit. So it is within. It's within one of a their territory. Yeah. What does this? Is a F also right? What does B, C, and D not have? E, F, F, G. J doesn't. A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, L. Let me see. There's a triangle. Makes sense. Even about these ones, it makes that one not. It'll be not within one of a swamp. That wouldn't make sense. I guess. No. Just swap A. A, that's decent. Okay. And then it's the F and the anymore. Get back on J. Yeah, okay, so I think that's like a 1. It likely lives in forest. Where does orange? Where does orange turn on in an interesting set? Hey, interesting. So 5. Orange is good. All of these, apart from the last one. Immediately. Wait, it stops being by I and J. Changes when we get to I and J. Be within 2 of a red one. So the habitat is not within. I'll be that because then there's one here and it doesn't work. Put these near, but these two aren't. Really, what changes? Sure. By going to I5, seeing if A. Oh, good, then it changes there. Look, could be the reds instead. But then that doesn't here. That one's one. This. And wait, hold on. Go ahead. D, E, H. Line check. The two or Google territory. Test this out. Go downward. And that becomes not true. Go back across to A7, 7, D7, but D7, D7. F7 is fine. Yeah, I think. A9 is not. D, then E. Yes. D, J, then J becomes not again. Okay, so I think we got that one. What we probably do is structure when green becomes not true. On A, B, C, D. D. H, I. Lost me. That. This seems to be blue. Color one. But then these ones could be fine. Oops, they are within that. Hmm. I'm comparing to different rows. Oh, there's row 6. 6. E, F. Interesting. Typically comes false here. There. Reading this is probably what problem. It's like use that sort of red. And then that one's right next to it. I don't know if it has one of every rule. Or if big A through again. To stop being through. Colors are wrong. Check around this week, see if anything else. He said we don't. That gives some time there. Let's check around this as well. Both these seem to be centered around the triangle. Be two away from them. Went up to the I think that's not within. If things swamp off, so green or purple. They can just leave. Not within 2 of a cougar territory. We have to check that one. Not within 2 of cougar territory. That is a cougar territory. Not within 2 of there. The A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 3 options. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Then Yippee. The idea of the module. Thank you for watching. Box. The last one here. Over the last serial. This way we refer to as N. Remember the serial 2. Okay, last name series N. Well, it says below those determine the formulas to use. Always given we found in the next page to show the tissue box trademarks. N is 2 and tissue box is a cube, yes. 2 and 7. Tissue box is a cube and is 2. So number of batteries 2. No, number of batteries. Yep. Times my number of ports. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Ports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Then 2. 2 times 8 plus 10. 2. So that many tissues. Seconds, 45 seconds. This is gonna be 52 tissues. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. Each triangle is colored red blue, so avoid to place all valid triangles. Valid triangles. 3 of the 9 triangles will flash the same letter in Morse, star code, or Braille. I can see 2 of them that are flashing exactly the same. Braille. So the flash is used to get the end of a sequence. So 1, 2, 4, 5. Space dots and to appear and see as many flashes position. This was the flash amount. So 1 and 2. We have B here. Dot. Yeah. Those ones. D. Like 1. B. Dot. E. That's just dash, that's J. That's 1, 2. That's P. P1. Okay. Cool. Next time we'll be looking at facets and logic, possibly, if I can figure it out. Otherwise, I might end up skipping it. And then instead we'll be looking at Snatcher's map. If we're letting Rhythm Maze probably on separate. Obviously we don't get the whole Death Wish and 12 order thing that happens with it. So we have Symmetry Shuffle, which is an interesting puzzle. I actually recognise it from Crystal Maze. I think there's a similar one in that. Multiverse Hotline, that's another interesting one. Hopefully I can remember how to do that. Then one of the most viewed videos on my channel, which is Limbo Keys tutorial. So we're going to be getting to that. Then we have Super Market Scramble, Wizard, Puzzle Hexagonals. Binary Squares is going to be a hard one. Null Probability, Carnot Map. Worst Code is going to be an awkward one as well. The other one of the, if you remember Catch 2 If You Can, Winning Line, this is the other one, Sat Nav. My Hamburger, which is a harder version of Crazy Hamburger that we did. We have Curse, which is an interesting finding guys like Curse and so on. We'll get to those. But hopefully you enjoyed watching. Next time we might look at Fantasy and Logic. But until then, hope you enjoyed, and see you later.